Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. So, you know that classic American cliche, right? Every time there's a super stressful news day or a turbulent election cycle, someone inevitably throws their hands up in the air and says, you know what? That's it, I'm moving to Canada. Usually it's just, a way to blow off some steam. But what happens when the data shows it's actually not a joke anymore? Today we are unpacking a really fascinating data trend that just emerged. We're looking at a massive, very recent surge of Americans setting their real, actual sights on Canadian real estate. It's this wild phenomenon that weaves together breaking news, economic anxiety, and brand new legal paths to citizenship. And honestly, the numbers we're about to look at are absolutely incredible. 233%. I just want you to let that sink in for a second. That is exactly how much U.S. traffic to a major Canadian real estate site jumped during a single week in April 2026. Compared to the exact same period the previous year. If you know anything about standard web traffic analytics, you know that like a 10 or 20% year-over-year jump is considered a massive win. But a 233% jump, that's just an absolute anomaly. We are not talking about some slow, gradual increase in curiosity here. We are looking at a staggering, immediate surge in search volume coming from south of the border.
Okay, let's dive right into this, because people don't just wake up and accidentally start browsing foreign real estate, right? There's always a catalyst. To understand why this massive spike happened, we're going to break down a brand new report from the Canadian real estate company Royal LePage. They tracked their website traffic super closely throughout the first half of 2026, and then they mapped it against what was simultaneously happening in the real world. And what they found? Well, it tells a very compelling story about human behavior.
The timeline of these surges is beautifully precise. When we look at mid-January, early April, late April, and mid-May, the data shows that U.S.-originated sessions on the Royal LePage website didn't just casually rise over the spring. Nope. Instead, they dramatically spiked during highly concentrated periods. And these specific windows of time, they weren't random at all. They directly corresponded with periods of intense, breaking global and domestic news.
Focusing on that record-breaking week of April 5th through the 11th, the traffic just absolutely exploded. We're talking a 125% week-over-week increase. That means traffic literally more than doubled from just the week prior, sitting right alongside that massive 233% year-over-year jump we mentioned at the start. To generate a sudden influx of thousands upon thousands of unique visitors in just a 7-day window, there has to be a specific, undeniable trigger event. To really understand those triggers, we have to look directly at the news cycle. The very first major spike in 2026 actually happened between January 11th and 17th. During that specific week, traffic rose 78% week over week, and the data shows a direct correlation between this traffic spike and the days immediately following the fatal shooting of 37-year-old Renee Good by an ICE agent in Minneapolis. This event really firmly established an early pattern of news-driven real estate searches.
And then we hit that massive, record-breaking April window. This spike aligned perfectly with the period of severely heightened geopolitical tensions. So, in the days leading up to this surge, a U.S. combat aircraft was downed in Iran, which prompted an operation to capture a stranded crew member. Concurrently, Donald Trump posted on Truth Social, warning that, quote, a whole civilization will die tonight if a ceasefire wasn't reached. Now, those threats were later retracted, and a temporary ceasefire agreement was in fact reached. But the immense impact on Canadian real estate search traffic, it had already materialized among people closely following the news.
Now, what's really interesting here is how the experts interpret this behavior. They see it as a direct psychological response. Phil Soper, the CEO of Royal LePage, noted that the first months of 2026 featured just a relentless cycle of unsettling headlines, from war and economic volatility to growing civil unrest. As he observes, during periods like these, we often see Americans revisit the idea of relocating to Canada as a way to distance themselves from the turbulence surrounding U.S. politics and public life. It's essentially an immediate digital flight response to real-world stress.
Let's move on and see how this builds, because honestly, looking at houses online is one thing, right? Actively taking the legal steps to pack up your entire life and move to another country is an entirely different level of commitment. The data reveals this trend is moving way beyond casual browsing. People aren't just opening up tabs to look at beautiful cabins in British Columbia to calm their nerves. No, they're actually translating this impulse into legally securing their citizenship.
This is exactly where recent Canadian legislation comes perfectly into play and transforms that whole "I'm moving to Canada" pipe dream into a tangible reality. Enter Bill C-3. This is a new Canadian law that just took effect in December of 2025. It specifically clarifies citizenship rules, allowing individuals who are born outside of Canada to a Canadian parent who is also born outside of Canada to file a citizenship claim under certain circumstances. Essentially, this acts as a legal fast track for millions of Americans who can trace their Canadian lineage.
And the response to this newly clarified path? It has been overwhelming. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada actually reports they received more than 12,000 applications for citizenship by descent globally between December 15, 2025 and the end of January 2026. Now, let that global number settle for a second. And to give you a real sense of the U.S. interest specifically, nearly 2,500 of those applications were filed by Americans in the month of January alone.
So the crucial point comes from this demographic breakdown by Reuters. Between December 15, 2025 and March 31, 2026, Canada granted citizenship to 4,075 individuals globally under these rules. And if you look at the demographic split, nearly half of those newly minted citizens are Americans tracing their Canadian roots. I mean, the U.S. is leading the interest in securing Canadian citizenship by descent by a massive, wide margin compared to the rest of the world.
Now, it's definitely important to add some historical context to this data. Royal LePage openly admits they have no way of tracking if a casual website visitor actually ends up moving. However, the company noted that they saw comparable, massive traffic behaviors during the lead-up to the 2024 U.S. presidential election and in its immediate aftermath. If you think back to how intense the political climate felt during that 2024 cycle, it makes perfect sense. This proves we are looking at a repeating, cyclical behavioral pattern. Whenever the U.S. news cycle hits a period of intense turbulence, that instinct to look north is predictably triggered.
So what does this all mean? It leaves us with a pretty fundamental question to ponder. Is this just a fleeting psychological reaction to an unsettling daily news cycle? Just a way to blow off some steam? Or, with the combination of new legal pathways, like Bill C-3, are we actually witnessing the beginning of a lasting, structural demographic shift? When browsing for houses turns into thousands of active citizenship applications, it really suggests a permanent shift in North American demographics might indeed be underway. Thanks so much for joining this explainer. Keep questioning the trends around you, and we'll see you next time.